Hello, it's Queer Talk 101, and this is Josh here today to tell you about my coming out story. Again, video's not so good because I'm using a camera phone, and I'm a little bit nervous because I've never really told anybody on a wide scale my entire coming out story. So we're going to try to make this as short as possible, though. So, I started coming out back in 2005. I've been out for a while. I started coming out to just friends, very, just regular friends and co-workers because I was working at Burger King at the time. I started coming out and saying I was bisexual because wasn't fully accepting of me being a homosexual. Obviously, in order for me to be a homosexual, I'd have to have some interest in the opposite sex, and I don't. So I started with that, and I would just go through, tell friends, just flat out tell them, I'm bisexual, didn't even hesitate. Then I started telling those who were closer to me, and actually the first person who I actually told that was close to me was a friend of the family. She was really a mentor towards me. Her name was Mary. She did die 2 years ago, so I'm a little bit sensitive about talking about her. But I viewed her as a mother. She viewed me as her son. Her and I called each other mother and son, and we had that mother-son relationship. So when I told her, I was absolutely petrified and scared that I was just going to lose her. She would reject me. I already knew that she wasn't fully accepting of homosexuality. She did view it as a sin. So I was just completely scared. And the way I had to tell her was, I was telling her about a night that I hung out with my coworkers after work, and that I came out to them during this story of that I was telling her. There was a few other things, but part of it was me coming out to them, and I told her through that. She picked up on it right away. She already knew what I was doing, pretty much. She stated that she accepted me and that she still loved me and everything. And actually, when it came time to meet my partner, she accepted him and everything. She's not really ever made anything negative towards me about homosexuality, only on a few instances, but at first, and then after that she stopped. And then when it comes to my sister, she found out through a friend, because he had a friend that walked in on me doing some things with a guy. Nothing, we weren't having sex or anything. It's just indications that him and I were more than just friends. And he told her about it. And that's how she found out. Again, she stated to me that she accepted me, that she was fine with it. However, the way that she found out, her and I both agree that that's not the way that I wanted her to find out. That's not the way she wanted to find out. But so anyway, and then after all this, I graduated high school, had to move to college, had to start coming out all over again to new people I just meet in my life. It's the first time I've ever had to do it. But, every one of them was accepting, and after they found out, it was just all fine. During Christmas, though, I believe it was my first year in college, my stepmother stumbled across the MySpace that I had that indicated very much that I was gay. She sat me down. She had this 3-page letter that she had written, and she talked about going over homosexuality with me and how it's, not right, and that she still loves me, but, I need to, realize the errors of my ways, and if not, then, she would eventually have to at some point tell my father, and that, she wishes, that knew that I had looked at gay porn when I was younger, and she felt like that made me gay, even though, no, the reason why I was looking at gay porn is because it was gay. But And so she just goes on about this letter, and I basically was like, whatever with her, because I didn't really care what she thought, and I still don't. And then time passes by. I'm coming home from college, this time for the summer, and she had told my dad by this point. And I knew when I got in the car that the conversation was going to be serious. And he started out, I already knew what he was going to ask. He started out by saying, I just want you to know you're my son and I still love you no matter what. And he asked me if I was gay. Told him yes. And he goes, well, I still love you and everything. He did ask me one more question that was, do I like it up the butt? And I was like, I'm not telling you that because you're my dad. He was just joking though, really, when it comes to the question, because he has kind of a quirky, odd sense of humor, just kind of lighten the mood. He did though. Him and I have had to have conversations though where, because he felt like he was my father, it was something he did or didn't do, and I was just I have to try to get him to realize that it's nothing that a parent does or doesn't do that makes their child gay. They're just made that way. That's the way it was made. And my mother has found out through various sources. She has indicated to me she knows I'm gay. She's indicated to anyone else that she knows I'm gay. She doesn't talk about it though. She accepts me. She accepts my partner. Him and I have been over there on many occasions, and he's been over there on occasions for stuff like dinner and stuff that I couldn't make it to. Any family occasion, he's been there. He's invited. She doesn't care. She still accepts me and him and our relationship. But she did at one point used to be the biggest homophobe that you can ever imagine. So anti-gay. I remember her referring to me. I remember when I was young, she would refer to it as a sickness. She boycotted companies just because of the fact that they supported homosexuals or they had a homosexual employee there. Whenever she referred to a gay person, she would list all these negative things and then list that they were gay. Or she would start out by saying they're gay and then list a ton of things that were negative. It's to make it seem like homosexuals were just so negative and bad. She left churches that she had gone to for years because she found out the pastor didn't think homosexuality was a sin. But she's come a long way, and her and I will talk about it more when she's ready to. Then when it comes to the rest of my family, part of my mom's side found out. My relatives found out because me and my partner had a commitment ceremony. We didn't invite very many people because we wanted a small ceremony, but we posted it on Facebook afterwards, and they found out through that. And I did get a call from my cousin. One of them she was like, we understand, why you didn't tell us everything, but not every one of us is like your mother, so we're accepting of it, and if we had been invited, we would have come down and supported y'all and everything. So from that, me and my partner decided to go down and visit my mom's relatives, and my grandmother actually sat us down before she took us on the tour to go introduce Carlton to the rest of my relatives. And she stated to me that she loves me no matter what, that she accepted him as part of the family, and she said to me and him, y'all gay, y'all want to be married, more power to you, which I felt was the most awesome response I've ever had. And all my aunts and uncles just kind of accepted it. Same thing with my dad's side of the family, again, find out through Facebook. Haven't really had opportunity to go down to talk with any of them about it, but all of them accepted. So all in all, coming out has really been a positive experience. It's just really one of the best experiences that I could have probably asked for with coming out. I did face a lot of negativity before coming out. A lot of mean things, bullying and everything. All that stuff happened before coming out. After coming out, I haven't had to deal with any of it. So, well, anyway, that's my story. So I guess I'll go ahead and go and talk with y'all later. All right, bye. That's better.